So this is the microtome, this is the hot water, this is the cold water, and this is the cold plate. Today we are gonna learn how to clean and save parts of the microtome. So we will be sure we know everything before cut. So to start, we have to just turn on the microtome with a button that is on the back on the microtome. And I just turn on the lights. Maybe you don't have these lights, but maybe you have ones above the microtome, and it's important, just turn on. We have to learn the different parts of the microtome. So what I'm gonna start to explain is this part that is the block holder. This is the second, the blade holder, and then the wheel here. So to put in and off the block on the microtome, we have to press the tab locker to just put it or take out. So the tab locker is gonna just move the part on the bottom, and it will just permit just put the block. So then this holder is it will just permit a move with this wheel up or down the block, changing the angle or left or right. Just try to cut on the neutral position, but if you cannot, you know, you can just move it with these holders. Then I'm gonna start with the blade part, and this is a really important part because the blade is in here. We have four holders. This one is just to move away or near all the blade holder in the safe way, because you don't have to touch it, and you can also take out for the cleaning part. This other is to just move left or right the blade without touching the blade. So this is the correct form, just to move the blade. This other, it's gonna just make a hole to take out or put in the blade on the safe way. Just making a little hole down here, and then you can just take tweezers and just take out or put in the blade on the best safe way. Remember, always put the secure for the blade. Then we have this other that is to change the angle, and try not to touch it because then it can be hard find the correct position for the angle, and well, you will lose the neutral position for the blade. So try not to touch the angle, because normally it's not necessary if you don't have any special block like bone without the calcifying. Then we have this red button that is to stop completely the microtome. Uh, Imagine that you are cutting and you saw that the block is on risk, and then you just try to touch it. So you put your hand on this area, and if the microtome is still moving, you can lose a finger, and that is not to scare you. That things happens. And for the wheel, we have two ways to put the holders. One is here on the LED panel, pressing that button. If you are just cutting, you can just press that button and you can still move a little bit the block holder, but it's true that it's not easy. And then with this other, when you just put it, you can not move at all the wheel. So just choose one of these two. If you have this Microtome, I'm used to use the one that is with the wheel, but just take one of these two. It's true that use both is a waste of time. Then we have these wheels on the left of the Microtome, and the first one is to change between trimming and fine section, and the microns, moving the wheel just near or away from you. You are gonna change from trimming to fine section just pressuring once the first wheel. And you have two reasons to think about with how many microns you are gonna just do the trimming. I'm doing the trimming at 10 microns, and I know it's not a lot. Other people just prefer 20 or more, but I prefer that because, well, it happens to me once that the block just were broke, because when you are cutting at a lot of microns, well, doing the trimming a lot of microns, the sectioning start to be unstable. And the other is a phenomenon called shattering. That means that when you are cutting at a lot of microns, the surface of the block will not be perfect, and the mistake means that the tissue will be broken and you will have this tissue hole in all the section. Like the waves on the sea, and the superficie will not be regular. Here you have, for example, of shattering. To correct that, if you just did the trimming at more than 10 microns, just do fine section like 10-15 times, and then you will be sure the surface will be regular in all the tissue. Then I'm gonna explain the last wheel. This one controls the automatic sectioning on the Microtome. So I just use that function for trimming, never for cutting. I prefer my hands controlling everything while I'm cutting and taking the sections. So just pressuring start, it will just start move. And then just moving the wheel, you can just change the speed. You can go slowly or faster depending on what you want. I always prefer just go slowly. Now I'm gonna explain the wheel in the middle. This is to move away or near the block holder, just to adjust the block to the blade. To make the cleaning, we have to know what we have to clean, and that is the material that we are gonna use, and also the microtome superficially, the hot water and the cold water. So to make the cleaning, I'm gonna just use the 70% ethanol, and I'm gonna just put some in the paper, and I'm gonna just clean all the material, because if you touch them without the gloves, you have to clean it, and also all the superficie around the microtome. Then the cold water is just put a little bit of 70% ethanol, and just clean before just put the distilled water. The cold, the hot water, it have to clean exactly the same as the cold water, but I already did it before. Then I'm gonna just take out the part that contains the blade, to just be sure I can just clean in the safe way. And I'm gonna just clean with 70% ethanol all the parts, just superficially. And now I'm gonna just show you a part that normally not everybody clean, and that is the part that contains the block. You have to clean all the corners, because if you don't clean that part, the angle while you are cutting will be not neutral. It will just be different. So if you have to cut again, maybe 1 month later or 6 months later, the same block, the angle will not be on the neutral position, so it will just be difficult or hard find the angle where you were cutting for the first time the block. So it's important just know that yeah. Now I'm gonna just put again the part that contains the blade, and I'm gonna just clean, non touching the holder for the blade. And that's all for the cleaning and safety parts of the microtome. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, share and comment.